Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Lightsageintuitive, or welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. I am going to be doing a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but before I get to that, I'm going to talk about how you can be entered to win this orgonite pyramid. If you're not interested and you want to skip straight to the reading, I will put a timestamp in the information box below. So if you are interested in being entered in the drawing to win this orgonite pyramid, it is citrine and amazonite, and it is citrine helps bolster self-esteem and self-confidence, and it also helps to balance the emotional body. It attracts abundance, and it also aids in soothing environmental discord. Amazonite helps soothe emotional trauma, release worry, fear, or grief, and is also beneficial in synergizing the intellect and the intuition so that you can use those in balance or harmony. It's also of particular benefit to musicians or writers. So just really quickly, part of my path has led me to use my energy healing abilities combined with my artistic and creative expression, and that through that process, I discovered working with orgonite. There's a learning curve with epoxy resin, so I have quite a few of these that I have made. They are perfectly imperfect, minor things that you probably won't even notice. I have a heavy Virgo placement in my chart, so I tend to be a little self-critical. But I like to think of them as perfectly imperfect. They are chock full of love and light and good vibes and energy, as well as the healing benefits of the crystals within them. So anyway, if you're interested in winning this, all you have to do to be entered in the drawing is to leave a comment on this video or any of the videos with this pyramid in the thumbnail with either a heart, a rainbow, or a candle emoji, and you will be entered in the drawing to win that. If you're interested, I wish you the best of luck. Let's get to your reading, Gemini. So I'm going to start by pulling a Mystical Shaman Oracle card. I will pull this now at the beginning. I will read this one from the book, but I'm not going to read this until the end of the reading. This is your message, your overall message from Spirit. So what do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see here. Gemini, the twins. There must be a very specific message intended for you guys. What do we have for Gemini, please, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Sweat Lodge, and it's upright, so we will read the invitation. I'm going to go ahead and get to your reading. I'm doing it a little bit differently today, a different spread. I'm going to shuffle on screen this time. As I shuffle, well, first of all, as I lay the cards out, I will talk about them as they come up, and then at the end, I will talk about it cohesively. As I shuffle, this is an opportunity for you to focus, center, clear your mind, and focus on what it is that you're asking about, what it is that you need guidance with. What do we have for Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, Spirit. So the first position is you and the energy around you. So what is going on with you and around you, Gemini? Seven of Pentacles. So there's something going on in your life that requires patience, divine timing. There's something that you're having to wait for. I feel like you've probably been waiting for this for a while. They're still waiting. As well as the need for discernment, deciding what is worth putting your effort into and what is it's time to let go of. The energy of the question that you asked is the King of Pentacles. So this is someone who is very stable and secure, very warm, father figure, very capable and competent, someone who can provide for abundance and stability, has a lot of wisdom. I feel like this is you. Could be someone that you're asking about, but I do feel like it's you. Like you have the wisdom to know the difference between what you should put your efforts into and what it's time to let go of. So your unconscious or conscious energy behind your question. What's the unconscious or conscious energy behind this question? The Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Four of Swords is about healing, rest, spiritual renewal. You could just not be getting enough sleep. But there's a healing or a rest that needs to take place, a renewal. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who is bringing an offer to work on something that has the potential to have longevity and provide for stability and security. With the Page of Cups, which is someone either, and can be both, either coming in with an apology, perhaps there's something that needs to be healed. There's an apology either that you need to give or that you need to receive in order to do this healing and begin this path of working together. Or it's an offer of love, a message of love, I guess I should say. Someone opening up that door to communication about their emotions and the way they're feeling. Either you to someone or someone coming in and giving a message of love, delivering a message of love to you. But there is a desire to heal through this process and to put the effort into working on this. Any action that needs to be taken for Gemini? Three of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Lovers. Wow, okay, so Three of Swords is about sorrow or heartbreak. There could have been some loss. There's some definite sadness or sorrow going on. I feel like there's heartbreak. And it has to, I feel like with the Lovers and the Hierophant is a very spiritual card. It can be about your connection with spirit, research, learning, discovering new religions or philosophies or ways of connecting with spirit. And the Lovers can be either about a significant life choice or about a relationship. I feel like with these cards here together, the Hierophant also speaks of marriage, the laws of spirituality, marriage, divorce, higher level of commitment with the Lovers. So I feel like there is sadness or some loss, a feeling of loss within a higher level of commitment. I feel like with this being the action that's being taken, there's a need to look at this choice that you're making or this connection or relationship from a spiritual perspective, what it means for you from that perspective, to heal this heartbreak. Any obstacles to be aware of? As we get through this, if I feel like there's a need, we will get additional cards for clarification, but we'll see what comes up. Obstacles to be aware of: Five of Cups, loss, sorrow, sadness. I feel like the obstacle with the Five of Cups, because I always see this when I see this card, Five of Cups is someone who has experienced emotional loss, sadness. Something has fallen away or dissolved. But the thing about this is that the person is focused on the loss in front of them, which is natural when we go through heartbreak or loss too. In the grieving process, there is focus on what has been lost, but they are not paying attention to, or even being aware of the Two Cups that they still have full standing behind them, all of the potential for emotional fulfillment and happiness and love and creativity that they have behind them. So I feel like as an obstacle, it could be that you are too focused on what either is lost or is going to be lost and not paying attention to or being aware of what you still have or what you will still have available or the potential that you will still have after you move through the sorrow of this loss. Your spiritual growth. Six of Wands and the King of Swords. Wow, okay, well, you're going to have victory. You are going to be recognized and have success in this situation. And here you are, the King of Swords. This is specifically the card of Aquarius, but it is an air sign, and this is your reading. I feel like this is you. So you're either going to have victory or success with an Aquarius, or this is you. The King of Swords speaks their truth. They're balanced, they're logical, they're very direct. They can be warm and playful and fun and witty, but they can also be altruistic, very black and white in the way that they look at things. I feel like, and this could also be an attorney, someone who works with law. But I feel like your spiritual message is that you, yourself, you are going to have success. You are going to be recognized. And part of this recognition and success is a very important part of your spiritual path. For the possible outcome, what do we have for the possible outcome for Gemini? Eight of Cups in the World. Okay. Something is ending. Eight of Cups is walking away from something, leaving it in the past. When you walk away from something, you are also walking towards something. It could be ending a cycle. For some of you, take it how it resonates. It could be the dissolution of your marriage. Or higher level of commitment. Deep connection. Because we have the Eight of Cups as well as the World. And the Eight of Cups, this is leaving something in the past, walking away from something towards your future. But what you're leaving in the past, Eight Cups are not easy to fill. It takes a lot of time, effort, emotion, love, to do that. So it's not an easy decision to walk away from this Eight Cups. But to turn your back and walk away from those Eight Cups is because only something you can find the strength to do because you believe in what you're walking towards. I do feel like there's a potential ending here for you because we have the Eight of Cups and the World, both about endings. The World is about the end of a cycle, one chapter closing so that a new one can begin. I do feel like the Eight of Cups here for you, you are walking away from something, either discord or the dynamic in a relationship that has to change, or you are walking away from a relationship. But I feel like as you walk away from that relationship, what you're walking towards is the entire world of potential and opportunity that you see before you. It's actually quite promising. I feel like this is something that has been going on or going through your mind for quite some time. With this patience and discernment card, I feel like you might be concerned about how this is going to affect your stability and your security here as this King of Pentacles, but you are the King of Pentacles and you have everything you need to create this abundance and maintain abundance in your life. So I don't feel like, although that's a natural fear to have, I don't think it's something that you need to be afraid of. You have everything you need within you. I do feel like whatever happens, whether you leave a cycle or a pattern that hasn't been working for you in the past and move forward together as a couple, whether you decide that this connection that you have is something that needs to be left in the past, I do feel like it is going to be healing. There is going to be an apology and communication. And I don't think it's something that you are taking or they are taking lightly. It's very significant. This has been a very significant relationship in your life, but there has been a lot of heartbreak and pain within this connection. Your only obstacle is focusing on the loss. Like I said, hopefully you know this. It is necessary to grieve our losses, to acknowledge them and to feel what we feel, but not get so lost in our sorrows that we're drowning in them and that we don't see the potential for new opportunities in our life. So be aware of that. Give yourself the time you need to grieve and heal, but don't wallow in it. Don't sit in it for so long that you let these opportunities pass you by, because you are going to be victorious. This wasn't, no matter what happens or what change you're making, this has been a very, very significant and important part of your life, part of your spiritual progression, part of your path for learning and evolution. And you are going to be successful. You are going to master this, and you're going to walk out, male or female, it doesn't matter, the king of freaking of swords. You're going to have victory with the king of swords. But there's definitely an ending, moving towards something new with a new chapter in your life beginning. I'm not going to get clarification cards on this. You know what your situation is and how that applies to you. I am going to read your message from Spirit. So you have the Sweat Lodge, card number 54. The Sweat Lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones and sweat away old habits and beliefs and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the Mother, you are offered second chances. This is a time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your soul to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what emerges, and without judging it, invite it to bring you its gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by the process. Wow, Gemini, I started doing these at the end of the reading with this week's spreads, and the way they tie it together for me is just beautiful. There's something that you have outgrown, something that is not for you anymore, and there is healing that you are going through, and just more healing that needs to happen. But you are going to find your way through this, and you have everything you need. Go within, find your strength, listen to your higher self, listen to your intuition, really pay attention to what you are receiving as far as how to go about this for your best outcome, as well as for your growth. Really how this has been here in your life to bring the growth that you need so that you can reach the full potential that you are. Wow. All right, so this is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it resonated for you, and if so, I hope it helped. If it did, could you please hit the thumbs up or the bell icon to help get the video out for others to see it? And otherwise, thank you guys so much for being here. I love spending time with you. Until next time, love and light.